Hello friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. So we're gonna play with the little Menagerie Courtship palette today. I didn't really feel like doing my full face. I just kind of wanted to get in my zone, do my makeup, and we would do our eyes together. Plus I've done a couple get ready with me's recently. So yeah, this is what it looks like. It's so cute. I knew it was gonna be small, but I almost didn't expect it to be this small. Even though it makes sense, they're the same size pans as the other palettes from Menagerie, the Dragon Child and the Feral. But it's so stinking small and cute, and I love it. This is totally not the color story I typically gravitate towards, but I love this brand. I love the shadows, and I thought that they would just be nice to have with the other shadows that I already own from them, you know what I mean? So I don't know what we're gonna do. We're just gonna create a look, play with the shadows. I imagine we'll play with a lot, if not all of these shadows, because there's only 6. And we'll see what happens. And I actually took this Tutu shade and used it as my blush today, and I freaking love it. I think it's really cute. So yeah, I'm gonna zoom you in, prime my eyes with my Smashbox lid primer and light as always, and we'll get started. So I think I'm gonna start first by taking Caramelized and run it all through my crease. I'm just taking that on a fluffy brush, nothing too crazy. And that's about it. This is just going to be my main transition shade. So I figured I would chat with you guys on here. I posted it on my Instagram stories last night. Today is Thursday. This was Wednesday when it happened, but Felix, my orange cat, he had to go to the vet yesterday. After he ate his dinner, he just looked really wrong. I don't know how to explain it. He just looked very sad, and he was breathing kind of weird. And it was just making me really nervous. And I actually had to go to work that evening, so I had to send Zane to the vet by himself with Felix, which made me really sad. I wanted to be there. But Zane called me, and I guess he had to have an emergency surgery. He had a blockage in his bladder where he literally couldn't pee. And the doctor said if we didn't do the surgery, that his bladder would literally burst and he would die. So that was terrifying. I'm so glad I caught it and listened to my instincts about sending him to the vet. But I'm so sad. He's still there right now. They did the surgery pretty much immediately. I think by the time Zane dropped him off and left and came home, the surgery was done within an hour. And the doctor called and said that the surgery went well, but they're going to be keeping him until after the weekend just to observe him, which makes me really sad. I hope he doesn't think we abandoned him, but I'm just glad that he got taken care of, and I'm glad that he's okay. But I'm just really bummed about it, you know? I'm gonna take Serenade now, which is kind of that mulberry-y kind of shade. I'm just taking that on a teeny tiny little brush, and I'm gonna start tucking this in the outer corner and working it through my crease. That's so pretty, wow. Their shadows never fail with the pigmentation for me. They're so beautiful to work with. But yeah, I'm just very bummed about Felix. I spent all last night just kind of cleaning to distract myself from the fact that he is not here right now. It's also a really expensive surgery too, which sucks, of course, but we have to do what we have to do to make him healthy and safe. But it's definitely going to take a toll on things, so probably won't be buying a whole lot of new releases anytime soon because money, you know? A little bit of fallout, but it's not a big deal. And I wanted to say thank you to those of you who follow me on Instagram or Twitter or anywhere and reached out to me when I was talking about Felix being in the vet, getting his surgery done, and checking on me. I appreciate it very much because I was so sad last night. Now I'm going to go in with Tutu, and I'm just going to kind of run that right in between where that darker shade is and that first shade, just to really build that blend, you know? I just want it to be a soft, seamless transition between the colors. I'm trying to think of what else is new. I finally reached out to a caterer about getting a quote for our wedding. Our wedding is next year, for those of you who don't know. It's in May. So I reached out about getting a caterer. I'm supposed to be getting the quote today, and I hope it happens because now that I have to deal with like all this money stress, I just want to get things out of the way. I hate money. I hate it so much. I wish we could just live in a utopia where money's not a thing. What are you guys doing today? It is 9:30 right now. I actually need to leave for work in like probably 30 to 40 minutes. Working for a little bit this morning. I'll come home, take a little break, probably edit some videos, and then I go back to work all evening. And then I'm going to the gym with Morgan after work. Long day. I'm starting to notice some like progress in my body. I feel like I'm starting to see some definition, which is really nice. And I weighed myself this morning. I don't weigh myself every day because it's not good for my mental stability, but I'm actually my lowest I've been so far, like ever. Even over a year ago when I lost 30 pounds, this is the lowest I've ever been currently. So that's really cool. I don't have like a goal weight per se. Like I have a number in mind where I think I'm gonna be kind of where I want to be, but I'm not really focused on the numbers, more so just how I look and feel. But it is comforting to know that I'm making progress, you know? Because Morgan and I have been working out hard, and I've been eating so much better. Like I'm still having desserts and stuff when I really want to. I'm just trying to be a little healthier about it. I'm loving the way this is looking. So now what I kind of want to do is I kind of want to take Besties and kind of put it in my crease, almost like a cut crease, but I don't want to actually cut my crease. So I'm just going to take this kind of flat brush and I'm going to put on some glitter glue across my lid and then do kind of a faux cut crease kind of situation with that shadow, which should work because their shimmers are pretty opaque, so it should do what I want it to do, but we shall see. And I like laying a glitter glue down first, especially with shimmers that I want to do a faux cut crease kind of situation with, because I feel like it just really intensifies them. So now I'm just going to dip directly into that Bestie shade. Wow. That's gorgeous. This is so pretty. I need to take a different brush though, because that one's just not doing quite what I want it to do. I'm just laying down a little bit more glitter glue with a smaller flat brush. That one was a little too big. Can we see how pretty that is? Holy moly. That's awesome. I'm gonna take that small blending brush and kind of just smudge this outer edge where the shimmer and that Serenade shade meet. Ooh, that's cute. And then I'm just gonna flip that brush over. I'm going to use the other side, which is what flipped over means. Place just a little bit more glitter glue down, and then I'm going to dip into Keepsake, which is the gold metallic. And I want this kind of in the front half. I'm pretty sure as of this moment, she has a restock of this palette on her site. And I feel like this is a good one to kind of dip your toes into trying this brand if you haven't before, and if you're scared of using color, because this is not overly colorful. So I think this would be a good kind of starting point, you know? And I'm just going to dip back and forth between the pink and the gold until it merges the way that I want it to across my lid. I'm actually just going to dip into Keepsake with my pinky finger and pop that in my inner corner. And then I'm just going to kind of try to connect these edges just a tiny bit. And now I want to take this eyeliner pencil from Pixi. This is in the shade Matte Mulberry. I think it's going to go nice with this, and I want to stick this just in my waterline. I think that looks very cute. I'm liking the look of this. It's definitely way more neutral than I typically go for, but it's so pretty. I love this pink shade, and that gold is really pretty too. I'm really liking this palette, honestly. This is a very good neutral palette without it being too neutral. It's interesting, it's pretty. I'm gonna do my other eye now. I'll be back. So this is the final look. I hope you like it. What do you think? I ended up going with my Sugarpill Trinket liquid lipstick. I felt like it complemented it nicely, and this has gold micro glitters in it, so it just, I don't know, it kind of balances out. I think it's cute. I'm into this palette so far. I mean, it's a neutral palette. It's not a basic neutral palette, because I feel like it does have that kind of twist to it that makes it a little more exciting than a basic neutral palette. And I think it's really pretty. I feel very just cutesy today. I feel like it's pretty tamed down, especially compared to what I typically do. I feel like almost everyone could get joy out of this in the sense that it's easy to work with, the colors are pretty, and if you're new wanting to venture into color but don't know where to start, this could be a good one to start with, because this pink one, while it is a color, it's not so outlandishly out there that it's going to make you feel totally out of your comfort zone. But this isn't a full-on review. This is just my first time playing with it. I will do a 3-Looks-1 palette with this eventually. It's not at the top of my list because I have other things that I want to play with really badly, but I will be playing with that again. I definitely want to do a palette bingo with the other two Menagerie palettes in this one. I think that could be fun, so expect to see that in the near future. I'm excited. Do you guys have this palette? Did you pick it up? Do you want to pick it up? I would love to chat about it. I know this is very different from what I normally play with, but it was fun. If you're not already, please hop over to my Instagram. It's beautbean. Follow me there. I post every single day, and don't forget to subscribe here before you leave. I post at least 5 days a week, sometimes 6, sometimes 7. I feel like lately it's gonna be 6 or 7 because I have so many ideas. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.